Now we're in a new section. It's number 6, drawing accurately. So before we used to do anything, and we needed our snaps tool, and most of it was in here down below, like our object snaps and snapping reference lines and whatever. But in this time we're gonna work without these two. We're gonna take a look at these two, drawing grid and snap to drawing grid, these two right here. First, let's go ahead and change that background that we have. I'm gonna click right on my mouse. Down below there's options. Just click it and there is a dialog you're gonna have popping up on the screen. On the display tab, right down in Windows Elements, there's colors. Click it and there's another dialog box gonna pop up. The 2D model space, uniform background, and you have these 3 numbers. We described this in previous videos. We're gonna change it into white. You see this preview right here? It changes. Okay, I want that for now. So it turned into white. Apply and okay. You see these red elements much better. And now I'm gonna choose my layer. Okay, as you can see there are only 3 layers, just to simplify it, and you don't have to go through too many layers. So make sure you're using a new. Okay, and below down you can activate the drawing grid. You see these small squares? It's showing very obvious, and the one next to it that I have it already turned on, it will allow us to snap between these squares. Okay, so they work together. And of course you have to switch these two, because I am only gonna use my grid lines and snap to it to make things without needing the snapping tools and these one. Okay, what about these little squares? How about maybe I want to change the spacing between it? Okay, well, this arrow right here, you click it and you go to snap setting. You have this dialog box. You see this is the snap spacing and grid spacing. This is spaced as 10 millimeters. You can change it, you can play with it, but I will not do that. For me, I want it to be on default. Okay, now let's try to draw something, just a simple line. And as you can see, let me zoom in a little bit. Okay, when I put as I move, it snaps to these grid lines. It's really satisfying, so I don't need these two to be turned on. So I'm gonna click and click, and there it is. Okay, as you can see, I completed the rectangle without needing these two buttons to be active. And that is the benefit of these snapping tools and the grids. You can make any shape, not needing that original snapping tool to snap to the original object. Let's go ahead and try and draw a circle or center radius. Okay, here's the center of this rectangle. So as I click, maybe this much. If I hover over, maybe I want it this much. So now you get the idea, and I'm sure you notice as I zoom in, these grid lines get smaller and smaller.